This is the 29th video of the battles of Quatre Bras and Ligny. It is game-wise, it's June 16th, 1815, 7:30 p.m. The 23rd out of 36 turns in this scenario. Let me set two things in viewing options here. Turn on elevations. Okay. Now I'm going to jump over to Quatre Bras. It's the French melee phase, and I can't remember if I think I did the melees here. Just want to make sure. Yeah, I think about meleeing this skirmisher, but he's just going to jump through one of these cracks here, so I'd rather seal up the cracks and then melee him. This guy might be a little too strong to melee at this time, so I'll just set up for firing at him. Even this guy down here. Okay, so that's all on the Quatre Bras front. Now let's see if I had anything over here. Well, only one column on the skirmisher, so he's just going to slip through one of these open areas. So I'll wait until next time and see if I can trap him. I think that might be it. Okay. So next, Allied movement. Okay, let's see where he moves. Okay. Whoa. Okay, a bunch of guys are dropping down here, battalions. So he thinks he's going to work around my flank. Well, it ain't going to happen because these guys aren't staying here. They're falling back and they're extending the flank down here. I'll have cavalry here. So we'll see what he'll be able to do against cavalry. The answer is nothing. Okay, these guys are moving down here slowly. So he's going to try to turn this flank. Okay, I'll move some more units there to cover it. What's he got here? Columns. Oh, he's got a couple of cavalry. Okay, we're at Saint Amand La Haye. Now we're just doing the back and forth shuffle here to no effect. Now we're up at the crossroads. Oh, so he's stacking up there, which means he wants me to melee him, thinking he'll be too strong to be meleeed, but these guys are moving down. But instead of meleeing him, I'll just bring up my artillery and blow him apart. Okay. Oh, these guys are really stacking up here, and this artillery here, what's it doing? Well, he's got one artillery unit turned to fire here. This guy is still limbered. And this guy's turned to fire here. And he's turned to fire here. Although since he's behind these units, I don't know who he's going to fire at. His artillery is poorly set up. That's okay with me. Okay. Wow. He sure didn't move much here. I don't know why not. He's got all of these units. Look at, he's got like this group of units. He's got 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 this group of units. They're all like in penny packs. And then he moves up here. A skirmisher. Okay. Next turn I'll surround you and eliminate you. Very strange. Well, let's use the jump map to go to Quatre Bras, and let's start there. Okay, here he comes, skirmishers. So he's tiptoeing ahead. He's got columns here, and further back he's got mounted. Okay, so I'm all set for him. I can't fire at. Well, nah. Over here, he's got a routed skirmisher in the woods here. Otherwise, there's nothing I can do here. He's got a disordered skirmisher here. A column. Oh, line. Okay. 3 men. I should have known better. Well, we can fire at these guys. I always hope they'll get some casualties, but they never do. 5 men. Jesus, that's 8 guns right next to him. He's got a column there, and all I get is 5 men. I mean, we're like firing shrapnel. How do you get 5 men out of that? 8 guns right in front of your face. Stuff mystifies me. 10. 7. Oh, I don't think he's too strong there. Line. Well, next turn for sure, I think I'll melee him. Let's see what we can do here. 74. Now, see, that's what I should have got up here. This guy's probably pretty weak, so he's getting melee. This guy is strong yet, so. 36. That's pretty good. These guys are disordered columns, so I have to get them out of there. Okay. That's it here. Let me use the jump map to go back here and take another look-see. I see this guy can't be fired at, but Jesus, I mean, yeah, he escapes fire for 1 turn, but look what's going to happen to him. He's going to get surrounded. Was that worth it? Maybe it was. I don't know. Guy's in column. Nope. Oh, no, he's in line, so he's going to give it to me. Well, it's okay. I'll move off. Guess that's it. Next, Allied offensive fire. 2 men. No effect. No effect. 4 men. 1 man. 1 man. 2 men. 1 man. Why does he keep firing? 2 men. No effect. Where are we? Saint Amand now. Now we're at the crossroads on Ligny. 1 man. No effect. 1 man. 10 men. Okay, now he's firing his line unit. 8 men. Oh, artillery unit. Oh, he got me. 10 men. I think that guy was exposed. Well, I was wrong. Allied melee. Is he going to have any melees? Okay, he overrun that supply, that leader. He got 55, 38, and 15. So that didn't work well for him. French movement. Let's see what happened here. He got disordered. And disordered here. And disordered here. Ah, here here's the funny part. He disordered himself with these two line battalions, and I recovered. I was disordered when he was mailing me, but apparently these two French battalions recovered their disorder. So now it's the opposite. He's the one that's disordered, and the French are not. That's funny. It flipped in one turn. And of course, this cavalry is disordered, so now I don't have to worry about him charging anybody. That worked out actually pretty well. That worked out well for the French. Okay, let's go to Quatre Bras and see what we can do. Well, he's trying to work his way around this flank, I guess, or he's going to try to go after these guys. He isn't too anxious to move down here on the road because I've got that artillery battery there. And this guy's in column in the woods. I'm going to put him in line. So anybody goes on this hex is going to be a dead man. Now I think I don't know whether I can reach this woods hex. Let's see, we'll move this skirmisher aside. Yeah, I can. He's going to find it hard to bust through here with skirmishers. So it's pretty strong. There goes the furnace, which is right in back of me. Okay, I'll move these two battalions up here as reinforcements. This line is looking pretty good. Yeah, see, he's got to be careful. I'm kind of hemming him in here with the square on the road. And over here I've got an artillery piece, so if he tries to swing out and around, I'm going to be able to fire at him. So this is looking good, looking good. Routed skirmisher. This guy's still disordered. Oh, look at these guys creeping around here. Okay. Send some cavalry out there. Oh, look! Another one popped up. Okay. Is there other cavalry right here? Sending right there. And let's see, what are we going to do here? Well, let's send the other cavalry unit out here. That ought to put a stop to his trying to turn this position. Now I've got an interior line, which is nice. tell me I can't go up there. Oh, I'm in line. God. Should have looked. Let's go down here. Back where I started from. Should have been set to go in column. Let's move this guy back. Put him up on the ridge here. We'll turn him into the wind. Okay, all we've got is a bunch of skirmishers there. And turn him so that he can charge. Tries going on this high ground. Now, what do I want to do with him? Wow, he's in line. He's in line. He's in line. Okay, so he's thinking I'm going to attack him. Surprise. I'm not going to. I'm going to maneuver around him and trap him. That's what I'm going to do. So this guy... Oh, there's another guy there. My. That's a pretty strong force. 4 battalions. Well, in that case... I'm going to hold this road against the skirmishers. This guy I'll turn towards them. They're going to find out they've taken a fixed position, which is good for me because when I bring up more of this cavalry, we'll be sure and surround them. That's a pretty decent force to surround. And then I'll bring up some horse artillery. Ignore this routed guy for the moment. I don't especially want to engage him in the woods with cavalry. All this artillery, all this cavalry out around the flank, which will pretty much take care of the British flanking movement. Now, what do I want to do? I suppose I'll take the infantry and work my way through these crop lines to extend my flank and then come up on the high ground in front of these units so the cavalry can go off on either flank. It'd be nice if this routed unit wasn't sitting on this road, otherwise I'd take this road up there, but I can just as well cross over here, I guess. Oh, he was disordered. When am I going to start? I've got to start looking at the status of these units before I move them. I always assume if they're on the road, they're in column. That is not correct. I'm my own worst enemy sometimes. Well, let's get all these guys on the road then. At least I'll be ready to go. Oh, more cavalry here. Well, well. He's disordered. Jesus. Let's get this guy in the road. Disordered, 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 disordered. Well, I had cavalry. Now I don't. Let's see if these skirmishers can move out. These guys are in column, so they can move. Move them towards the road. Move this supply out. And disordered skirmisher. This guy isn't. Let's see if he can move. Yeah, he can. Okay, this wad of units here is disordered. So is this guy. These skirmishers are still routed. They're probably going to stay routed forever. Okay, so we've got this artillery here. We've got plenty of supply around here. Let's move some of it off to the right here. Then I think I'm going to move some more artillery. Well, at least one battery up there. That's all I can move. Well, maybe I'll move a second one up there since that's where he's determined to head. I've got this horse artillery here. I've captured so much supply, I've got a ton of it, so let's start to move this supply into the woods. We'll move this battalion up here, and we'll move this horse artillery across. Okay. This guy's still disordered. I guess I'll leave him there. Okay. Oh, this guy came out of disorder. How nice. Okay, he'll go up the road. This guy's still disordered. Disordered, disordered, disordered. Oh, this guy isn't disordered anymore. Neither is this guy. Okay. Well, we'll move this disordered guy up here. Okay. So I think I'll fire. Got two guys in column here. We'll fire on this stack one more time. I've got a guy in column below the artillery battery, so I'm going to turn him. And then we've got 2 battalions here in column. I'm going to turn them. So we'll, I don't know how this changes sometimes. It just does. So we're going to melee this stack with 3 guys in column. I wonder if I should turn these guys in column too. He has a column there, but I think it's pretty weak. Well, since firing isn't doing much good, what are these guys? 500? 1,500 men. There's a question mark with how many men the hex can hold. What good does it have in this display if it doesn't tell you? I have a feeling it's a clear hex. Let's go out here. How come it's a question mark? What a goodness. I think a clear hex. Let me check the parameter data. Stacking, maximum 1,800 men. Okay, so I've got about 1,500 there. So either of these 2 units would bring it over 1,800, so they wouldn't be able to participate in the attack. So I'll leave them in line, because all the units in this attack should be in column. Otherwise, if one of them's in line, they'll all disorder. So okay, we've got that all set now. Whoa, one of these columns is recovered already. Good for them. Got a line unit here, one here. So we'll move the undisordered one. Oh, that was the engineer. We'll move him out. We'll move these 2 disordered ones out. We'll move this line unit in. Okay, now we're surrounded him with line units, so we should give him a good pasting. Now, meanwhile, I should start surrounding this guy. We've got a unit in column here. So we'll start moving them around there. We'll move the supply unit there. Got a unit in line. These 2 are disordered. That can't move anymore. So we'll put this unit in column. And then we'll start to swing them around. That's disordered. That's disordered. These 2 are routed. That's disordered. This is a unit in column. Let's move them up here. Okay, I think that's it. Let's go over to Ligny, see what we've got. These units, where are they? Up on the ridge. Geez, how far away are those guys? Did I go too far? Okay, where am I here? Oh. Oh, these are the guys I was looking for right here. Okay. This guy's unlimbered. He's pointed in the right direction. This guy is unlimbered, but he's pointed in the wrong direction. So let's swing him around. Deem, he'll cover that ground. And we'll point this guy. Whoop. Swing him around and point him down. And this is limbered, so we'll unlimber him. So now I sweep this entire ground with artillery fire, which is good. So I don't have to worry about these guys for a while. We'll bring up this other supply unit. Okay, that's as far as he can go. So they're okay. Okay. That's another unit that popped up. Well, we're going to hide in this depression. This artillery shouldn't be able to see us. And then we'll swing around. So I'm going to be able to attack him from a lot of different directions. I'm just going to keep swinging around because he has to point his artillery in my direction. And although he's got a bunch of batteries, if I surround him and then attack him from all directions, he's going to have too many targets to focus on. These guys are going to swing wide. Got an artillery battery here, huh? Well, he'll go along with this guy. He may get to fire at me. Bring this supply unit around here. Okay, now this guy was exposed to fire, which means this guy will be exposed to fire. So let's move him down. Here's another guy that popped up. He's got a whole bunch of guys here. Okay. He does have a couple mounted units here. Oh no. He's too big to go under this cavalry, huh? All right. Set up a line of artillery here. And I'll bring down this cavalry brigade. So that's the 1st Brigade. That's the 2nd Brigade. Huh. Well, these 3 units are the same color as these, so I'm going to bring them down, keep them all together. I'm going to swing this brigade out here. Oh. Couple more turns, I'll set up for a charge. Probably 2 more turns. We'll see how he starts pivoting his batteries. Now, Jesus, if I can wipe out these batteries, that'll be a lot of his artillery. That would be nice. This guy's still disordered. Okay, we've got this skirmisher back here. He's in line. Oh. Well, no, naughty. He put 2 line battalions in with the mounted unit, and he got disordered. That's what happens when you have 2 different formations in the same hex. So this hex is worthless. And the rest of these are in line, and they're in a defensive mode. So for the moment, I don't have to worry about them. I want to surround these guys anyway. So we'll send this unit off. Oh, look what that disclosed, a couple more units. So he'll pick off this supply unit. So we got a column here. Boy, we got a lot of stuff here. Oh, there's another stack. Jesus, there's a lot of units there. 2 more battalions in column. One of them's disordered, though. Okay, I've got to line up some force against these guys. Here's 2 columns. Just that disordered guy. He makes me sick. Let's get him out of the way. He's worthless. This guy's in column. Here's a disordered mounted. A disordered column. Two guys in column, and they're not disordered. So this guy is in column. So we're going to put him in line. Then we're going to push him up to there. We're going to put this guy in line. Whoop. Never know when these guys are going to get disordered going into line. That guy did not. So we're going to pull this disordered guy out, and we're going to put him in. Yeah, he'll fire in the cavalry. I don't know if this guy's going to have enough movement for this. But we're going to turn him. We're going to put him in line. And I don't think he'll be able to do it. Nope, he can't move up there. So I'm going to turn him. No, I think I'll leave him as it is. This guy's disordered. And he can't move anymore, so I'll have to leave him. This is only 74 men. But he's in column, so I'm going to move him over here to cut the road. So he'll throw a zone of control over the road so these guys can't move down this road and join these guys, or vice versa. Now he's in column. Well, let's move these guys down here. Get set for a fight. And we'll move these guys down. See, this skirmisher was poorly placed. He should have been on this road. Too late now. So all these units are moving past them. I'll have to take care of him eventually. But so far, oh, he's disordered. Disordered. Okay. Now, this guy, he's just a skirmisher, so I can move past him. Ah, nuts, these guys are in line. Okay, I'm going to hem him in with these supply units. I'll put this guy in column, get him going down the road. Same with all these guys. Oh, this guy's in column back here already. Except he's got to go over some nasty terrain. This guy's disordered, but I'm going to turn him into this guy. He's in line, so he can still dish some stuff out. Then I've got 2 more hexes to cover, and this guy, he is surrounded, and then I can rub him out. So I'm going to move one more guy past him. Ah, he's in line. Move him to column. This guy's in line. This guy's in column. Okay, I've got him hemmed in. I've got one guy in line, he's disordered. This guy's in pointed in the right direction. This guy's in column. So I may have to wait a turn. Yeah, I'll move him in. And he's in columns, so I'll turn him. Okay, so he can melee this guy. So that's taken care of. Now we've got a cavalry unit underneath this artillery piece, huh? I don't have enough movement to go down there and charge them, but I am sorely tempted to do just that. I've got a column up here. I got one here. Yay! Oh, I can't charge the cavalry though. Well, that's... Yeah, but next turn I can set up to fire on him. Okay, that's about all I can do there. Oh, let's check the time out. Oh, 50 minutes, so we got 10 more minutes. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need the 6th Corps. That's for sure. some more supply. Not that we need it, but it's on the road already. Let's see, that guy's still disordered? He isn't. Okay. What's with all these guys? Disordered. Not disordered. What we got here? 2 disordered skirmishers. Disordered. Let's start hemming in these guys. Disordered skirmisher. Oh, he can't move. Got so many supply units I can. Disordered. He can't move. Disordered line. He can move. This is not disordered. Okay. He'll move up to here. He should have really blocked this intersection here. It's allowing me to move these units, infantry battalions, to reinforce the southern area here. So I'm not going to allocate them against these 2 supply units because the objective is down this road. Now, in effect, I wish I had more units to surround this unit, but can't be helped. Oh, the skirmisher is good. This guy is. Put him on the road and move him down here. I'll just move these junk units to surround these guys. And then eventually I'll have to move 1 good unit there to melee them. But that's not going to be for a little while. I'll just surround them to keep them in place. That's not my main objective. Actually, he's got a fair amount of strength here now, but it's all scattered. So if I can pocket these guys in one pocket, and then these guys in another, he's got a good road going through here, but he's got woods on either side of it. So we'll see how that works. He'll probably stand here till the last man, which will be okay with me, because I'll get all his artillery sooner or later, I hope. Okay, where am I here? Okay, here comes the reinforcements. I'll also swing the guard around on the same road. The game will probably be over by the time it gets there, but it would then probably take the turnpike up here, further up here to Quatre Bras, or intervene in this battle. I'll probably need the guard at Quatre Bras at some point. Oh, the British are pretty cut up too. And for some strange reason, although they have a lot less units and are on an outer rim, they're extending their flank. So there's gaps between their unit and they're real spread out. So you'd think he'd want to defend, but he's not. He's looking for an attack. And he's kind of like Lee at Gettysburg. You know, he's spreading out in this big circle. And the trouble with Lee's attacks were he didn't have any depth to them because they were all spread out and he was attacking. Well, here the British are doing the same thing. And they're on not bad ground for an attack, although my front is covered in woods and everything, or cropland. But they're not good for defense because they're pretty much out in the open. They don't have good anchors for their flanks, but they're still spreading out there. That'll stop pretty soon because I'm getting enough units up there where if he still tries to spread out, I'm going to have my cavalry stop him dead from spreading out, and then he's going to have gaps between his line, which I'll be able to move units into when I go on the attack. I'm the one that has the reserves around Quatre Bras. So I got plenty of reserves in back of my main line. And since I'm holding an inner circle, I don't have to have as many units garrisoning my front line as he does. I've captured so many Prussian supplies. I've got supply units up to Yin Yang. I'll start using them as combat units like this artificial intelligence does. They're actually, I have to admit, every once in a while they're nice to hide behind because they can take a lot of hits and all they lose is some supply. So as dumb as it sounds, it's not a bad idea to screen your units with supply units. If you screen them with skirmishers, they can fire through the skirmishers. They don't stop fire, but supply units do. I don't like to use them that way, but since the artificial intelligence plays dirty, it's forcing me to play the same game. Well, I don't do that very often, so I shouldn't really do it at all because that's really dirty pull. These guys, I think, at least in the French army at this time, these guys were just civilians. I mean, they didn't give a shit about the fighting. They were just there to drive the wagons, and so you're going to try to put them in an active shooter situation? Well, they've got no incentive to hold their ground. They're just going to jump off their wagons and run for the hills. But here, you know, you can move them as a defensive unit, as if they had some combat power, and as if they weren't going to dissolve. Well, if they got within the firing range of an enemy unit, they would basically dissolve. But in this game, they're handled as almost a combat unit, and so the AI really cheats by using them as a combat unit. They throw them out there all the time to delay. That's why I captured so many of them, because they can resist for exactly one turn, and poof, they're gone. Well, they're not gone. They're converted to an enemy supply unit. Okay, about one more minute. We're going to bring this to a close. I suppose I should do it there. So we'll have the guard, well, with this last unit. Then we'll be moving the guard along this road. So we will save this and continue tomorrow.